3, 2, 1. Boys and girls, it's time! With a record of helping over 1,000 students in math, Coach Seifel's here. So let's get ready to rumble!
Oh, guys, let's go. Oh, yes. What's up, everybody? What's up? All right. Oh, I see you all are very punctual. I was a bit late today because there were some issues. My Zoom just suddenly couldn't work. I'm streaming through Zoom to Facebook. So first of all, hello to everybody here. Say hi, guys. I'm looking at your comments right now. Say hi. Put your name down. Hi, Shakira. Hi, Azrian. Okay, I'm looking at all your comments now. Hold on, Hold on. Okay, saying hi to everybody. All right.
Yes. What's up?
Whoa. Hearing myself there. All right. Hello, Isaac. Hello. Farisha. Hello. Shakira. Hello. Azri. Hello. Farah Shifa. Gonna say hi to Andre. Oh, okay. So, you're panicking. Relax, don't panic. Okay, guys. Okay, so just a minor setback. We are gonna start right now. Today we're gonna do very interesting things. Can you all hear me, baby? Can you all hear me? If you can hear me, can you say hi? Hi Faiz, hi Jaira, hi Rehan, hi Kishka, Shakir. What's up? Let me off my fan so that it's not too noisy for you guys. Okay, all good? All right. Hello, Hana, Mumin, Shakir. What's up? Let's go. Okay, so we are gonna start today as usual. Okay, last week you all did a great job. Okay, you all did a great job with keeping the discipline in the chat. Okay, so we don't want to see spamming, right? You want to focus on the math. Okay, so for those of you who are watching me for the first time, right? Hello, welcome. My name is Coach Saiful. I actually help a lot of students with math, as you heard over the intro. Over 1,000 students in American accent. Okay, so importantly, first things first, everybody. Let me just put up, as usual, the rules. Okay, what are the rules? Okay, number one. Okay, let me write down here for you. Number one, do not post. Okay, make it very simple. Do not post irrelevant comments. Okay, I don't want to know what you are having for lunch. I don't want to know what you're gonna do later. I don't want to know whether it's your, I don't know, some event coming up. Okay, irrelevant stuff. Okay, basically that's all. Don't post irrelevant stuff. Number one. Okay, number two. All right, number two, do not side chat. Okay, this is something that I saw recently. So that means that you all are talking about something else amongst yourself, like between two of you, like talking to your friend directly in the chat. Please don't do that. Everyone can see it, right? So don't do that, right? Because it distracts everybody. Okay, do not post any gifs or photos. Okay, important. Do not post any gifs or photos. And lastly, please make sure you focus. Okay, focus on the math, only on the math. Did I leave anything out? Okay, everyone agree on these rules? Please do not focus on anything else, just only on the math. Okay. All right, we have about 100 plus people right now, 115 people. Okay, that's a lot less than usual. Okay, just to let you know, next week there will be no class because guess what, guys? It's National Day. Mari kita rakyat Singapura. Right. So National Day Monday is a public holiday for all of us, so we're not going to have a class on Monday, next Monday. Our break will be as usual at a 1 hour mark. Okay, and now that we're going to end exactly at 7 o'clock, hopefully. All right. So awesome. Everyone agree on these rules? Agreed? Did I leave anything out? If you agree, please type agree. Okay, if you agree, please type agree. Yeah, you can talk to each other during break, no problem, okay? But then during class, please focus on the math, okay? Okay, very good. Everyone clear? All agree, yeah? Okay, let's begin, everybody. Let's begin. Okay, I'm gonna share myself. Okay, hold on, guys. I'm gonna share the photo. Not photo. The screen. I mean, where is my screen? Man, today I got a lot of like issues with all this technical stuff. Give me a second, guys. It's coming up. It's coming up. I see it. I see it. But somehow it's not on my screen. Let's start with that. And now my battery is dying. Okay. What is happening today? Okay, hold on, guys. Just give me a second. Let me take my charger for a while. Okay, it's just one of those days. Okay, so anyway, today we're going to go through geometry. Yeah, do not spam. Basically, do not spam. Do not spam. Basically, do not post irrelevant stuff, right? So don't spam. Okay, so I'll add that one part there. Don't spam. Yeah. Okay, let's go. How many days away are we from the PSLE math paper? Anyone knows, please type into the chat how many days left are we from the PSLE math paper? We have exactly 60 days. 60, right? 60 days. We got 60 days. Man, that is so close. We've got 2 months left exactly. You close your eye, you open your eye 60 times, right? You go and sleep, come wake up. Oh, PSLE is ready. Oh, wow. Cray, everybody, cray. So I hope that this has been helping you. I've been receiving a lot of messages from parents as well, comments from students saying that this has helped a lot. So some of them have improved in their results. Awesome. Keep it going, guys. For all of you who have actually improved and learned from the lessons, good job. This is for you, guys. This is for you. That was extra loud. The exam paper?
That was easy.
That was easy, all right. Okay, so let's begin, everybody. We're going to start on geometry. Geometry, I know a lot of you love geometry. It's actually something very, very simple for a lot of you. So we're going to go straight into it. Now, before we start, I'm going to ask you a few questions. Okay, number one, what are the main rules that you remember when it comes to geometry? Another word for geometry is angles, lah. Okay, we focus on the angles actually. Okay, so what are the first rules for geometry? Number one, what do y'all remember? Let's take a look. Okay, we have about number one, we got angles, right? So what kind of angles do we have? Okay, we have a lot of shapes. Let's start with the shapes first, right? You all know rectangle, you all know square. Let's start on triangles. What kind of triangles do we have? Okay, what kind of triangles do we have, guys? So number one is we have what kind of triangle? We have the normal triangle, right? We have we call it a scalene triangle, but we also have, importantly, we have isosceles triangles. Remember isosceles? So isosceles triangles are when you have a triangle that basically have two sides that are the same, right? So if that's the case, right, if one side is 30 degrees, for example, if this is 30 degrees, oh wow, what just happened? If this is 30 degrees, then what happens? The other side will be 180 minus 30 divided by 2. Isosceles. Very good. So I see you're right. Equilateral. Equilateral triangle, for sure. So what's the difference between isosceles and equilateral? Equilateral doesn't have two sides that are the same. They have three sides that are the same. Oh, that did not work. Oh, that did not work either. What's up with the technology today? Okay, now it worked. Okay, so I know it looks the same, but yeah, you get the idea. Okay, it's equilateral. When you have three lines, the Hello Kitty sign, like a whisker, right? And that's the one. Okay, equilateral triangle. What else do you know? You have guys, if you see someone posting whatever, right, that is inappropriate, can you just report them? Then my admin can just kick them out. Okay, so that's to tell me, just report them. Okay, Isaac, thank you. All right, let's move on. Next one, number 2. We have things about other shapes. What other shapes do we have? Four-sided figures, quadrilaterals. We have, yes, very good. I see Azliana, trapezium, parallelogram, and rhombus. Okay, let's start with trapezium. Let's start with parallelogram. I like parallelogram. Parallelogram. Can you see that 10 times fast? Parallelogram. Okay, so parallelogram. Okay, how does a parallelogram look like? Like that, right? Something like this. Okay, there you go. So it's a slanted, very good, slanted rectangle. So what are the properties of one of these parallelograms? Okay, let me zoom in a bit for you. Okay, so a parallelogram has what? Parallel sides, yeah, for sure, right? So we have one parallel side, one set, and we have a second set over here, right? So the one arrow, right, is parallel to the one arrow. The two arrows is parallel to the two arrows. Okay, that's quite hard to say. Now, what other rules do you remember when it comes to parallelogram? What do you remember? There are a few rules. Okay, very good. So I saw someone write down there. It is something to do with your U shape. So those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, the U shape, right? I'm going to color this in red. There is a U shape over here. Look at that. Do you see that? Now, a U shape happens when there are like two parallel sides with a straight line in between, right? So in this case, when there's a U shape, these two angles, right? Let's call this A and B, are gonna add up to 180 degrees. Okay, so angle A plus angle B equals to 180 degrees. That's one of the things that we can see. Okay, yeah, okay, good. Interior angles, very good, right? Now, the next one that we can see, I'm gonna color for you. Even a U shape can happen horizontally. So, for example, if I use the color blue, okay, let's use a light blue. Okay, let's say it's like that. You see the light blue? Okay, this is also a U shape, right? Now, again, we have two sets of parallel lines with a straight line in between. Now, that means angle A, angle B, right? Now, we already said it's 180 degrees. But angle B and angle C is also going to be 180 degrees. Because why? It is a U shape. Now, this U shape is very, very useful. Okay? Very, very useful. Now, the next part that you all need to know, very good. I see someone writing it there. Awesome, right? Diagonally opposite angles are the same, right? So, you can see that angle A is equal to angle C. And let's say we put in an angle D over here. Let's put it in green. Angle D over here, let's say, right? So angle B is equal to angle D. All right. Are there any other rules, guys? Are there any other rules? Very good. Yes, Yanti, I see. How about the Z, right? The Z. The Z is the Zorro. So the Zorro, y'all don't know who Zorro, right? Okay. Zorro is a cartoon that I used to watch last time. It's about this guy. It's a vigilante. He goes and like, whenever he finds the bad guy, right, he will use his fencing thing. He will leave a Z on the wall, on trees, whatever, on the person's chest, right, whatever it is. So a Z would happen, yes, but only if there is a line drawn across. So let's say if we draw a line across like this, guys. Look at the purple one. So it's a bit confusing, but yeah, that's the one. Z over here and Z over here, right? So that's one Z over there. Of course, the other way around, it also works. And what does the Z mean? The Z is actually a alternate angle rule. So just to draw for you guys like that, right? This angle is equal to this angle. So this is alternate angle rule. Okay. Of course, in primary school, you do not have to write down the rules, right? But in secondary school, you are expected to write it down to justify your answer. Okay. Cool. I call it the Zorro one. Okay. So next one. Any other things that we have? That's it, right? Nothing else, right? Okay. So that's parallelogram. Yeah. Please let me know if I leave out anything, because sometimes I can forget some stuff as well. Okay. So number 3. What other shapes we have? Just now someone was saying, right? We got parallelogram, we got trapezium. Now, what's the difference between a parallelogram and a trapezium? Right? It's a bit different in the sense that there's only one set of parallel lines, but most of the rules kind of still applies. Okay, so let me draw it for you in black. Okay, so let's draw a trapezium, roughly like that. Okay, so something like that, right? It can be exactly the same slant. I mean, like outwards like that. It can also be like that, no problem. Okay, so this is a trapezium. So a lot of the rules still apply. Do you see a U shape, guys? Do you all see a U shape? Anyone? Yeah. Okay, so what is the F angle? F angle? You all call it the F angle, is it? Oh, okay. I suspect you all call that one the F angle. So I'm guessing that, I don't know, man. Please let me know, okay? Someone tell me, is this considered the F angle? I guess that's the F, right? Yeah, probably. Okay, I don't know. I think that's the one. Can someone tell me for sure? Is that the F you're talking about? Okay, very good. So just now, Isaac was saying that someone was saying vulgarities, right? And someone actually said, no, I'm not saying the vulgarities. I'm telling you that those are the rules, right? So I realize now that so the angle they call it F U C Z. Guys, I'm not teaching you vulgarities. I'm learning here from you as well. Okay, so there are teachers out there who have thought of very creative ways to teach you guys these things. So there you go, right? So there's the angle, the F angle. There is, I'm guessing this is the U angle. The one that we just said is the U. Then C is the one that I just draw for you in purple just now, right? And the Z is of course the alternate angle. Very, very interesting. Cool stuff, man. Cool stuff. Okay. So same thing applies here, right? We have that, we call it the interior angle over there. So that this angle and this angle combined is equal to 180 degrees, right? Okay, then we also have, let's take a different color. We have the other shape, right? Which is like the U shape that we have, like that, right? These two combined also, oh man, these two combined also adds up to, wait, no, no, right? Because why? These two are not parallel. So that is not equal, right? Those are not equal to 180, sorry. Hold on, let me just redraw this so that it's easier for us. Yo, what happened? I tell you guys, today technology is not agreeing with me, okay? So that's also a trapezium. So as I was saying, for this one over here, you must make sure that there is between two sets of parallel lines. So you have this one, right? These two adding up to 180. These two combining to be 180. Let's call this A and B. These two combine to 180, right? The other one would be, let's say, the other side, okay? I'm going to color for you in purple. That would be like that. Oh, it's almost the same. That's okay lah. So that means in this case, let's call this D and let's call this C, right? So C and D also add up to 180. And of course, if you want a Zorro over there, it also is possible. You can do a Zorro. Let me use this interesting color over here. You see the Z, right? That's the Z. Let's say if there is a line, okay? So there you go. Very interesting. Okay, there you go. So there are, these are the trapezium. Then one last shape we have is called the rhombus, right? The rhombus that you know of. Let me write this down. Okay, what is a rhombus? A rhombus is like the sister of the parallelogram. The only difference is that parallelogram has longer, like two longer sides as compared to the other, right? While the rhombus has all equal sides, yeah? So all equal sides. Okay, very good. Yep. So rhombus would look like this. Let me just draw for you roughly lah. So you see, it's almost the same. Okay, in this case, it's almost the same. Okay, but in actuality, it's supposed to be exactly the same length. Okay, so all the rules of the parallelogram would apply. However, there is one really special thing that you must know about the rhombus. Okay, and this is the one thing that a lot of students always forget. So remember this one. Okay, remember. Okay, remember, important. So I'm gonna put important thing here. Important. Okay, so the important thing is this: when you cut the rhombus into two along its diagonal, okay, in other words, I'm going to cut like this. Let me show you what I mean. Let's call it red. Okay, so if I cut the diagonal like that, okay, that's a very bad line. Okay, I'm going to show off a bit of my hold on, show off a bit of my very cool ruler over here. Ta-da. Whew, look at that ruler lah, guys. Amazing, right? So let's say you put a ruler here and you draw across this line. Okay, alamak. Not as easy as I remembered. Okay, roughly lah, guys, roughly. Okay, so let's say until here. Okay, boom. Let's say you cut across like that, right? What happens, guys? Okay, in a rhombus, when you subdivide it, you cut it into two, right? What happens is you get two equal, right, two exactly the same isosceles triangles. So in this case, right, let's say if this was a, let's say, let me see, I can't think of a number here, 100 and, no, it's not even 100, it's 90 here. Let's say 100 degrees lah, very simple, 100 degrees, okay? The other side must also be 100 degrees. Why? Because it is a mirror image of each other, right? If over here we have 100 degrees, right? This is an isosceles triangle. So what's the rule, guys? 180 minus 100 divided by 2. Okay? So what we do is we got 180 minus 100 degrees is 80 divided by 2 is 40. So 40 degrees for each side. Okay, so these are important things that I want you to remember. Okay, of course, it works the other way around as well. Okay, a rhombus is a parallelogram, but a parallelogram is not a rhombus. Wow, such deep thoughts our friend Fitri has. Okay, cool. Okay, can guys? So that's how we do the important rules. Okay, let's do a quick. No, these are not rules. Sorry. These are our shapes. But what are the rules that you all remember? Can you just type what are the important rules? Type for me, guys, into the chat. What are the important rules of angles that you remember? Well, I choose a nice blue for you. Okay, so we had just now, we had the alternate angle. Okay, we already said that, right? So rules, we had the alternate angle. What else do you have, guys? Okay, so we also have alternate angle. We have, they all learn corresponding angle. I don't think so. Okay, you learn interior angles, right? Oh, I missed out. Very important. Thank you. So you all told me something. You all said for the equilateral, if all sides are the same, it's supposed to be 60, 60, 60. Yes, of course, that's correct. Thank you for that. Anything else that, yeah, very good. So straight line, right? Straight line is 180. Okay, someone, Babu said very important. Cannot assume by picture. Yes, you cannot assume that it's 90 degrees. If let's say it's 90 degrees, they're going to put for you the square, right? So that's important, yeah. So straight line is 180. What else do you remember? Okay, all triangles. Okay, good. So all triangles at all triangle angles, all angles in a triangle. Man, all angles in a triangle add up to 180 degrees. Okay, very good. Okay, so conversely, right, you also have all angles in a four-sided figure. This is three-sided, right, guys? Triangle, right? But all triangles in a four-sided figure, that means, let's say, if it's a parallelogram, it's a trapezium or rhombus, all of them, do you know that they add up to 360 degrees? Okay, very good. You learn about the reflex angle. Okay, so reflex angle is more than, so that would be sorry, that would be angles at a point, right? So angles at a point, angles at a point being equal to how many? Correct, 360 degrees. Okay, good. That's not a curse word. Those of you just came in. Okay, that's the angles. It is why important. Context is important. Okay. All right, Hashini. All right. Okay, cool. So these are some of the rules that you all remember. Anything else? Okay, very good. I see Nazarul putting in the effort here. He lists down everything. Vertically opposite angle. Okay, what's vertically opposite angle? Is the X-Men angle, right? So let's say this angle over here is, I don't know, 50, maybe let's just call it 100 degrees. The other side is also 100 degrees, right? So this is called vertically opposite angle. All right, I think that's pretty much it. The rest I've put in already. Oh, you learn corresponding angles in class, right? Before going to secondary school. Yeah, of course. So it's actually secondary school stuff, but I won't teach you because, it's not actually inside your curriculum. Okay, and we are good. All right. So now that we have done all of this, right? We've already done all the recap. Now it's safe for us to go through the questions, right? So let's get ready, everybody. Are you ready to do some questions? Let's go, guys. If you get a question right, you will get one of those. Let us begin. Right angle, everyone knows, 90 degrees. Okay, let's go. So read and highlight key information in the questions given. Annotate down what information you know to visualize. Okay, I think there's something wrong there. Okay, so let's just start the question. Okay, now let's give you about a minute to do this. I think some of this is quite simple. All right, so let's spend about 1 minute. Can you please start on the first question and let me know what is your answer? Why did I have a British accent all of a sudden? Do not know, mate. Do not know. Okay, please try the question, everybody. All right, so I see a lot of you already got the answer even before the 1 minute is up. That is great. Okay, that just gives some people who are not done yet to do that. Okay, very good. I think I shall. I think a lot of you done already lah. So quite simple. And the timer's up. Yes. Okay. Cool. So now let's do the question. The answer. What is the answer? I see a lot of people answer correctly. Very good. Okay. 105 degrees. So yes, the answer is 105 degrees.
That was easy.
That was easy. Okay, so those of you who did not get the answer, very quickly, this what rule is this? We are looking at the X, right? We have an X-Men over here. Okay. Alamak, this line is not straight. Okay, so there you go. It's an X-Men over there, right? So 130 degrees on one end. That means you see the X, right? The armpit of the X lah, right? It's 130 degrees, yeah? So that means CFB must be equal to 130 degrees. Therefore, angle EFB must be, BFE, the one you are finding. Oh, by the way, that's another way to write down your angle, okay? You can put it like that, or you can put it like this also, no problem. 130 minus 25. So correct, the answer is 105 degrees. That was easy, okay? Very good. Let's move on to question number 2. Since you all are fast, I'm just going to give you only like 30 seconds. How about that? It's a challenge for you guys. Okay, ready? 30 seconds starts now. Once you get the answer, guys, as usual, put it into the box. Okay, I see a lot of you haven't done yet, okay? So I'll give you a bit more time. Carry on. 15 seconds more, okay? Okay, some of you are getting the answers now. Very good. Okay, very good. I think a lot of you got the answers already. Okay, so time's up, guys. Okay, so what is the answer? A lot of you put the answer as 35. Is it correct? And the answer is...
That was easy.
That was easy. All right, so that was cool. Okay, simple. So what do we do now? We see again, there is an X, right, guys? There's an X over there. Yeah, that's 125. So the whole thing is 125. Therefore, the angle that you want is DFC, which is this one over here. Right, so 125 degrees minus off the square, which is a 90 degrees, you get 35 degrees. Very good, everybody. Very good. Let's move on to question number 3. Okay, go. This one looks a bit more complicated. So I give you 1 minute, okay? Actually, no, 30 seconds, fine. Let's go. You need more time now. Okay lah, you know what? I see a lot of you haven't done. I'm not done yet. Okay, from now on, I give you 45 seconds. Okay. Questions are getting slightly more challenging. Slightly. Just slightly. Okay, so I see 50 degrees, 85 degrees. Oh, now this question now got some people got different answers already. So I got 55 degrees. Oh, are you serious? Are you for real? Okay, Ken, everybody? Okay, time's up. Okay, let's go through. So they're asking for angle UTV. Yeah, you watch too much TV, right? So UTV is this angle, right? Now, when I look at this, right, guys, I'm asking myself, that is interesting. Now, which angle do I know, right? So I'm looking at it, and I realize I know these angles. 90 degrees over here. I know this angle, 40 degrees, right? So if I combine these two angles, what do I get? You see that? right? I get the angle over there. Yeah. Now I want to find out what is um, the angle for these two. Do you see that? Wait, let me draw this line down. This is my x, right? So that means that if this 90 and 40 combine together, step one, 90 degrees plus 40 degrees, I get 130 degrees, right? That means this whole thing, let me color in red, this whole thing from here to here is 130 degrees. Now using the vertically opposite angle, the X-Men rule, right? You see the line cuts across like that. Oh, it's very difficult to show you. Let me use all the colors first. Okay, these two. Oh, sorry for the, oh my God. My hands today are not that cooperative. Okay, there you go. So that will be 130 degrees also. Okay, so therefore, I know that this is 45. Yeah, I want to find this angle over here. Let's minus off, right? So 130 degrees minus 45 degrees. The answer would be 85 degrees. A lot of you got it right, so good job. Those of you who did not get it correct, do you understand now how to do? Okay, you got it right?
That was easy.
That was easy. All right, cool. Can I move on, everybody? Do you understand? Can I? Okay, very good. Let's go. Next question. So always look for vertically, the first few I'm just showing you vertically opposite angles. Now it might be slightly different. Slightly. Okay, let's go. Be careful, the X must be aligned. Cannot anyhow X. Okay, ready, set, go, guys. 45 seconds. Let's start now. Whoa, that was fast, guys. A lot of you got the answer already. Is that easy? I guess it's easy then. Yeah, okay, very good. A lot of you got the answer already, so I'm going to go through right now. The answer, why am I sounding American now? The answer is 105 degrees. Good job, everybody.
That was easy.
Very simple, right? Okay, so what's the method? If you look at this, the keyword now, I want to mention something, guys. A lot of times, a lot of you don't read the question. Read the damn question. Okay, so DF equals to FE, right? Important. What does that mean? That means that you have a Hello Kitty over there. Hello Kitty over there means what? It means it's an isosceles triangle. So straight away, you look at this picture, you want to find angle FEG. Now, if you want to find angle FEG, that means you're looking for this one. Then you ask yourself, how do I get this angle if I were to work backwards, right? I realize it's a straight line, 180 degrees. This part is 25. If only I know this angle, I can minus off that one, right? To find out the answer to my question. So can I find the angle FED, fed up, FED? Okay, can, of course, it's an isosceles triangle. So 180, right, minus 80 degrees, divide by 2. Now, just a fun fact. Okay, some of you might not know this. Although I know most of you do, but the line itself is pointing to the angle that are the same. You see that? Okay, these lines are pointing to the angles that are the same. So that's how you recognize it. Yeah. So 180 minus 80 is 100 divided by 2 is 50 degrees. So angle FED is 50 degrees. Now, if this is 50 degrees, this is on a straight line. All we have to do to find the answer of FEG is 180 degrees minus 50 degrees minus 25, right? So that's minus 75 altogether to give you the answer of 105 degrees. Okay, so the answer to this question is 105 degrees.
That was easy.
That was easy. Very good. Let me take a look at the comments. Okay, very simple. Let's move on to the next question. We're going fast today, going fast. Why my American? I was working on an American accent before I came in because I saw a lot of you like to talk in American accent, right? So, so I was looking like how to do American accent, but suddenly it's going into my teaching now. So let's try this question, everybody. Let's try this question. Okay, guys, please stop side chatting, please. Focus on the math. I repeat, or else I'm gonna kick some people out. Okay, what is the answer? I don't see any answers for some weird. Okay, I do. Now I see some answers. But not everyone has gotten the answer yet. Okay, you need more time, I guess. Okay. So let me give you about 10 more seconds. No, 20 more seconds. Those of you who are done, can you do me a favor, guys? Just help me like this video, like and share this video. That's what I meant. Okay, just press the share button. It will help me a lot to get it out there to all the kids who need more help, right? It's 60 days away from PSLE, guys. Super close. Super close. Do that favor for me. Please do that. Thank you. Okay, now I start seeing a lot more people are putting in the answer. Okay. Okay, very important. You must read the question to solve this question. Okay, time's up. Some people like, help! I don't know how to do this. Okay, so, like, I've gotten this kind of questions before, and I'm like, what, right? But you must know the trick. Okay, the tricks like this. Okay, watch. They give you some clues already. A, O, B, C, O, D, D, O, E. Aup, code, do are equilateral triangles. Do you even read that, guys? Some of you might not have. Okay, so read the question. Okay, now based on that, right? If this is an equilateral triangle, what happens? We know straight away that AOB is going to be 60 degrees each, right? So AOB is this one. So this must be 60, this must be 60, and this must be 60. And same goes for the other two triangles that are actually mentioned, right? So COD is this one, so that's 60. That's 60 degrees, and that is also 60 degrees, right? And the last one is DOE. Do, a deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun. Okay, so there you go, right? So we have equilateral triangles. We already got those angles. But what do we want? We want to find ABC, and ABC is over here, guys. So we found one part of it, which is 60 degrees over here that I'm coloring. Hey, don't do that to me, guys. Okay, and our job is to find out what is this angle. If I can find this angle, I can find the answer, right? So how do I find that angle? We also have another clue over here. If BC equals to AE. Now, if BC equals to AE, that tells me what? Let's take a look. BC is over here, right? AE, where's AE? AE is over here. Okay, BC and AE. Why the line like so far away? Okay, so let's take a look. If that's BC and that's AE, okay, let's think about this. They are equal in length. If they are equal in length, I got it. So if they are equal in length, right, there's an important information that you must know. Okay, it means that this angle over here. Okay, do you agree? Okay, let me color for you first. Hold on, let me color for you. This purple one, watch the purple one. This line, right, is equal to this line, agree? Correct? Yes, okay. Now, what about the other two lines? Are they also equal? Alamak, why they do that to me? Don't do that, please. How do I undo that? I can't undo that. Oh my goodness, okay, so there you go. I'm not gonna use ink to shape now. Okay, that angle is the same. Okay, this line is the same as that line. This line is the same as that line, agree? And this line is the same as that line. That means, right, guys, all these lines are equal in length, agree? Now, let me put back the red color just now. So then remember the BC equals to the AE. Now, important, watch. If these two lines, okay, I'm going to refer using blue color, okay? If these two lines are equal, right? And these two lines are also equal, what kind of triangle is that? It's an isosceles. Wow, right? And remember, it has to be the same. Why? Because the red line here and the red line here are also equal in length. Agreed? Right? So that means that the angles here must be exactly the same. Okay, I repeat, these two angles must be exactly the same. But what is the angle? What is the angle, right? So we gotta find out the angles. So remember, this is angles at a point. You see the whole shape over there. Let me color for you in my highlighter. Do you see that the whole thing over here is angles at a point, right? It's angles at one point. Hold on, let me take a look at the comments, see if you understand. Okay, very good. So that means the whole circle there is angles at a point, which equals to 360 degrees. You already know that it's 60. You already know this is 60. You already know this is 60. That means the other two, if I tell you that they are equal, because why? They are both isosceles triangles with the same length as their base. That means I can find out what are those two angles, right? So basically BOC, okay, angle BOC, the one I'm going to color now in blue, this one, okay, and angle AOC, sorry, AOC, this one over here. The O got blocked out, okay? So plus angle AOC is going to be what? Is going to be the sum of all the angles at a point, which is 360 degrees, minus of the 60 over here, the 60 over here, the 60 over here, right? So minus 60 degrees, minus 60 degrees, minus 60 degrees. So what's that? That will give you 180 degrees. Okay, now there's two angles that are equal. Therefore, we know for sure, okay, I'm going to use BOC because that's the angle that I want to find that's related to this angle, right? So angle BOC is going to be simply 180 divided by 2, guys. Because why? It's the same exact angle. So that's going to be 90. So we know, oh, wait, that should be a 90 degrees and that should also be a 90 degrees. If that is a 90 degrees, right, and these two angles are actually isosceles, they're equal, sorry, then what are the two angles? So angle OBC. Okay, I'm going to erase the blue color so that you all can see what I'm talking about. That's O, right? OBC. Okay, OBC is equal to 180 minus 90 degrees divided by 2. Okay, so that would be 45 degrees. Okay, understand that so far? So this part here must be 45 degrees. Okay, so you see this part is 60. I color for you in highlight for you. That's 60 degrees. This part here is 45 degrees. Okay, so the answer to this question would be 60 degrees plus 45 degrees, right? So ABC which equals to 105 degrees. Whoa! Those of you who got this correct, awesome. If you really got it right, wow.
That was easy.
Good job.
It's over 9,000!
That's what you deserve for getting that question correct, okay? So the answer is 105 degrees. Okay? Not so simple anymore. Suddenly becomes so difficult. Yeah? Okay, but I think a lot of you are following, I can see. Okay, good job. So 45 plus 60, yeah? That's the answer. Okay, cool. All right. So I'm going to move on to the next question. If you don't get it, you can watch it again because it's a very long explanation. To repeat the whole thing again would be very difficult to go through, okay? All right, let's move on to the next question. Okay, no wonder you all took a bit long time, huh? Okay. This is a bit of a different type of question. It's in a circle now, okay? The angles are in a circle. Okay, let's go for it. I will give you 2 minutes. Ready? Set, go. If you finish earlier, of course, I would give you less time lah. But ready, set, go. All right, guys. I think a lot of you are a bit lost. You don't need pi. All right. You don't need pi. All right. Time is up. Okay. So I saw a couple of you got the answers correct. Okay. So the rest of you, a lot of you got 42. That's strange. Why you get 42? I have no idea why you get 42. But if you got 48, man, you were right.
That was easy.
Good job. Okay. All right. So now, why is the answer 48? Okay, let's go through. Okay. Some of you are asking why. I need a pi. Pi for what? No need pi, guys. Pi is to find area, all right, or to find circumference. We don't need pi here, guys. Okay. Now let's take a read. Okay. In the diagram below, O is the center of the circle and RQ is its diameter. Now this is important. When they say O is the center, right, that means, right, if I start from here, the line, then I draw from one end to the other end, in this case RQ, yeah? So I draw R all the way until Q, that's a diameter. And if I know that O is the center of the circle, that means this part over here, okay, I'm gonna color in blue now. This part over here is gonna be my radius, the one in blue, okay? And of course, that's important because why? If I know that's the radius, take a look at this line over here, the blue one I'm coloring right now. That is also a radius, right? From center of circle to one end of the circle, that's going to be a radius. So if these two are radii, right? They are both radiuses, or radii they call it, right? In terms of plural. That means this is going to be an isosceles triangle. Agree? Same goes for the other side, right? If this is a radius, the other side is also a radius. Of course, these are going to be the same lengths. That means this is going to be an isosceles triangle too. Now, this is why it's important for you to read the question, okay? Now, given that QOP is 96 degrees, so QOP is given here, 96 degrees, okay? We have a straight line. Straight away, we can tell what is the answer for this part, right? They want you to find angle ORP. ORP is the one over here, okay, over here. So what we're going to do is, okay, step one, we're going to find this angle. Then after that, we're going to find this angle using the isosceles triangle rule. So step one, let's find angle ROP, the rope, okay, ROP. That's 180 degrees minus 96 degrees, correct? That would be 84, correct? Okay, so 84 degrees is ROP. Now, what's the next step? If that is actually a isosceles triangle, angle ORP would just be what? 180 degrees minus 84 degrees, then we divide by 2. Okay, so the answer would be 48 degrees. That's how you get the answer. Okay, good job to everyone who got the answer.
That was easy.
I don't know how you all got 42. I'm not sure what is the reason, but okay. That's all. Okay, all right. Answer is 48 degrees. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Okay, we've got about 15 questions actually. So we are like slightly below halfway through. I'm a bit ambitious to finish data analysis today also. So I have a feeling that we most probably will only finish angles, so that's fine. We can do data analysis next week, okay? I mean next week. Okay, please give it a shot, guys. Give it a shot. This one shouldn't be too much of a problem, okay? Let's give you a minute. 1 minute. Go. Wow, that was fast, guys. A lot of you got the answer so fast. So fast. Good job. Okay, Ken. Time is up. Okay, I think some of you need more time lah. Okay, never mind. You all take a bit more time. Those of you who are done already, right? Can you just do me a favor? If you haven't done it yet, please help me like, please help me share this video. I saw I saw one of the guys who were doing a Facebook live, right? He was basically saying, please like, please share this video every 10 seconds. Okay, don't make me do that. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. I won't do that. Okay, but yeah, just to help me do that, because why? I was quite amazed. This guy keeps saying it over and over again, right? And then he went from like I think 200 people to like 16,000 people watching it at the same time in just a matter of an hour or so. Yeah, it's quite cool. Okay, I think we are done. Okay, I'm gonna start now. Okay, the answer. The answer is ding, 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 25 degrees. I see a lot of you got it. Very good.
That was easy.
Good job. Okay, so how do we do this? Step one, read the question. Okay, ABCD is a trapezium. So an ABD is an equilateral triangle. So you see a trapezium, you see one parallel line. Remember, you look for the U shape. Straight away, I know it's a U shape, right? Now, if that's 95, the other side must be what, guys? The other side must be 180 degrees minus 95 degrees, right? This is the power of knowing your rules. So straight away, you know angle CBA is equal to 180 degrees minus 95 degrees. Okay, so the answer for that part is 85. Okay, why is it important to find this? Because if I know what this angle is, and I want to find angle CBD, right, I can just minus off the angle here, the purple one, this one. So I need to find what is the answer to this angle, right? So how do I find the answer to that angle? So let's read on. They said ABD is an equilateral. So I haven't finished reading the question yet. So ABD is an equilateral. So if it's equilateral, you know for sure, right, that angle ABD, so this one, 1, 2, 3, these are going to be 60, 60, and 60, right? Therefore, the answer will just be, oops, sorry, 60, 60, 60. So straight away, you know what, guys? You know that the answer for the red one, the angle CBD, would just be 85 degrees minus 60 degrees. So the answer would be 25 degrees. That was easy. Good job, guys.
That was easy.
Okay, let's finish up maybe one last one before we go for our short break. Okay, number 8. This one looks slightly more challenging. Might be okay though. Okay, give it a shot, guys. Let's give you 2 minutes. All right, time's up. I see some of you got the answers. Good job. Okay, So the answer, what is the answer to this question, guys? The answer is 110 degrees. Very good. So those of you got the answer correct, good job. Awesome.
That was easy.
So the diagram shows a trapezium DXWZ. The XWYZ is a parallelogram. Okay. Now be careful. They said that VXW is 125. So you must read the question to know that A is the whole thing. Some of you might be tricked to believe that only this part is 125. So be extra careful, yeah? Okay, then they also said that XWYZ is a parallelogram. The VXWZ is a trapezium. So the big one is a trapezium. The small one is a parallelogram. Now there is also that rule that says xy equals to vy. So this part and this part are the same. That means these two angles are going to be the same, right? Now with that in mind, they ask you to find xwz. So where is xwz? Xwz is over here. Where is it? Xwz. Xwz. This angle, sorry. Okay, this angle. So now there's many ways to find this angle, right? For me, my point of view is if I want to find that angle, right? If I can find this angle, it would make my life a lot easier, right? Because then I can use the U shape to just minus off 180, minus 1 to minus whatever angle it is to find the answer, right? That's what I would do. Of course, there's many ways to do it. Just now the previous question, I think Jairo mentioned, right? That you also see that there is a Zorro over there, right? There's a Zorro over there, right? So of course you can also put 60 degrees here. Here's also 60 degrees. And then by angle of triangle rule, you can do 180 minus 95 minus 60 to find the answer. This, no problem. Many ways to find the answer. Okay, so let's go back to this one. If I can find that angle, it'll be very easy. Now, based on that, can you see, guys, that if it's a trapezium and a parallelogram, this is going to be a Zorro as well, right? There's a Z over here. Can you see that? So if only I know what this angle is, it will make my life a lot easier. Okay, so how do we find that angle? Okay, let's take a look. So first step, wait, you see that this is a trapezium, right? Okay, hold on, let me, okay, I'm gonna erase all this first so that I don't get confused myself. Okay, you see that there's a trapezium over there. That's the first step I put. There's a U shape, right? There's a U shape. So if that's 125, straight away you can tell the angle XVZ is 180 degrees minus 125 degrees, right? That will give you 55 degrees. So if this is 55 degrees, right, guys, by the angle, isosceles angle rule, this must also be 55 degrees. Agreed, right? So if I know those two are 55, I can also tell you what this angle is, which is angle XYV. Okay, XYV will be what? 180 degrees minus 55 times 2 lah, or minus 55 minus 55 also can. So that gives you 70 degrees. Okay, if that's 70 degrees, we know that this is going to be 70 degrees. One side of the parallelogram is also 70 degrees. That means by the rule that I just told you, which is the U-shaped rule, right? Angles between two parallel lines, right? Okay, I have to use a different color, or else you get very confused. The yellow highlighter, okay? You see this part? Right? There's a highlighter part, you see that? Okay, that will actually be 180. It's going to be combined as 180. So angle XWZ is going to be 180 minus of the 70 degrees that you have here to give you an answer of 110 degrees. Okay, so that's it for this part. Good job, guys. If you got it correct, awesome.
That was easy.
Okay, so we shall stop there for a while, guys. Please do me a favor. Thank you. Like and share. Yes, thank you very much, guys. Like and share this video for me. That will help a lot of students out there. And we shall take a short 5-minute break. Okay, when we resume, we will continue on the next part of the angles. Hopefully, we'll be able to finish the angles today. We should be able to. Okay. 5-minute break start. 5 minutes break starts now.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boys and girls, it's time! With a record of helping over 1,000 students in math, Coach Seifels here. So let's get ready to rumble!
Oh, yes. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back. I see Shakir saying I memorize Coach Saifo's intro. Awesome. Okay, so I saw that some of you were not very sure about how to do some of the questions. Just rewatch the video, okay, guys. The most important rule here that we see normally that people don't get is actually the one about angles between parallel lines, right? So if you don't get that, right, the idea is that if you see a U shape, yeah, if you say, like, let me show you an example, okay? So in this question that we just did, right? Okay, hold on. Why is my computer freezing up suddenly? Okay, hold on. Come on, computer, work with me. Okay, there you go. Done. Okay, so in this question that you see, right, guys, there are quite a few U shapes, right? Someone was asking us now, why is it that 180 minus 125, right? It's because, where was I? 180 minus 125 will give me, okay, I erase all of this so that you don't get confused. 125 is the one in blue, right, guys? This part over here. So 180 minus 125 is because, you see this U shape over there? It's a part of a trapezium, right? It's two parallel lines. So these two angles are going to add up to 180, right? So 180 minus 125 will be 55 degrees. So that's what I meant by the U shape, okay? So I hope you understand. You can just rewatch the whole thing. I'm also posting this up on my YouTube channel. So those of you who like to watch YouTube, right? I actually have a YouTube channel called Math Prodigies, okay? You can actually see in the group later if you want. I actually posted it up and I pinned it up on the group for those of you who want to rewatch the previous videos from episode 1 all the way to episode 5. Today is episode 6, okay? So I'll be posting out episode 6, should be in about 2-3 days time. I'm a bit busy, so it takes a while for me to put these things up. I have to edit them, blah, 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 yeah? Okay, let's move on to the next question, everybody. Question number 9, okay? Let's go. Question number 9, everybody. Please give it a shot. Should be a pretty okay one. Let's give you only 1 minute. Can enough? Okay, 1 minute enough. If you need more time, I will give you more time. Ready, set, go. Okay, some people are getting their answers already. I see 35, I see 55. I see. Okay, good. That was fast. Okay, I think some of you still need more time. Okay, so you'll take like about 20 more seconds. Go and find the answer. Those of you who are done, okay, I'm seeing this comment about let's go Zoom next week instead. I cannot, because if I do, then like half of you will not be able to join the class, right? My Zoom can only accommodate 100 people. So normally we have about 100 plus. Like in this case, we have 176 today, right? Normally we have about 200 plus, right? Around there. So we can't. That's why we're going to do using Facebook Live, yeah? Okay, come. Very good. So a lot of you got the answer. The answer is 35 degrees.
That was easy.
Good job. Okay, awesome. So a lot of you got the answer. So it should be pretty simple, right, guys? So based on this question, it says ABCD is a parallelogram. Now, let me just share with you. The moment I see parallelogram, right, what are the first things that I think of? Okay, so when I see parallelogram, I think of the U shape, right? The U shape. I ask myself, can I find a U shape? Of course, I can find a U shape in a parallelogram, right? There are many U shapes. There's one upside down U, there's a U here, there's like a C, upside down C, right? There's 4 U shapes that you can find, okay? Now, but are they relevant? I don't know. Okay, let's read first. XC is a straight line. Okay, that most probably tells me I need to use angles on a straight line. It's important for you to understand what's my thought process, because while you might get it right, the thought process is what I want to teach, not want to teach you, not to teach you how to find the answer, okay? So ABC is 85, AXC is 120, find angle DCX. Now, I realized that I didn't tell you that my mindset is I always start with what I want to find, right? Begin with the end in mind. Can you please type that into the chat? Begin with the end in mind, okay? So angle DCX, right, is actually this one. So I said, right, I begin with the end in mind. So I ask myself, if I work backwards, right, what is the easiest way to solve this question, right? So in my head, I ask myself that, and I say, hey, wait a minute, if I can find this angle, hey, that's the same as the one opposite here, which is 85 degrees, because why? The rule is opposite angles in the parallelogram are the same. And if I can find this angle, which I can, because it's going to be 180 degrees, angles on a straight line, right? They told us that XC is a straight line. So I can find this angle very easily by using the rule of 180 degrees being the sum of all the angles in the triangle. So with that in mind, I can start, you see? So the idea is you work backwards. You look for the answers and then boom, it will come out at you. So let's do that first. Angle CDX, we know for sure, is going to be 85 degrees. Correct? Why? Because it is a opposite angles in a parallelogram. Now, how about angle DXC? It will be 180 degrees minus 120 degrees to give you 60 degrees, which is what? The angle on a straight line, because of angles on a straight line. So the last step is to find angle DCX, right? So angles in a triangle is 180 degrees, so 180 minus 85 minus 60 degrees. And so the answer to this question is 35 degrees. Done, right? That was easy.
That was easy.
Yeah. Okay. So remember, yes, begin with the end in mind. Awesome. Okay, I see you all writing begin with the end in mind. Very good. This actually is a very important rule, not only in math, guys, but also in life. Okay. When you grow up, I mean, you are growing up now, right? Okay. When you always want to do something, you always begin with the end in mind. What do you want? And you work backwards to find your previous step that you need to do before to get that result. Yeah. So that works for me in my as I was starting a math prodigies, I was helping students just like you. It works all the time. So begin with the end in mind. Awesome. Question number 10. Please give it a shot. This one looks slightly more challenging, but actually it is not. Okay, so give it a shot, guys. Let's give you a 1 minute or so. Ready, set, go. All right, time is up. Let me take a look at the question, at your answer, sorry, the question. Okay, let's take a look. Wow, so few people answered. Okay, wait for a while, wait for a while, wait for a while. Hey guys, there's someone asking what is the answer, you all give lah. Don't just say irrelevant comment. Funny, you all. They're asking what is the answer 35. So I said correct lah. Be helpful lah. Don't post irrelevant comments. That's funny, you all. Okay. A lot of you are still not answering yet. Okay, I repeat. So I see a lot of people saying my screen is laggy, right? You're saying your screen is laggy. Just do me a favor. Press the button at the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. That is like a gear button, remember? Some of you already know this lah. So I will repeat one more time for those of you who don't know. Press the gear button. Then you go to under, I think it was quality, right? Then click on 720 pixels. That will solve your problems. It will take like about 30 seconds before it loads to a 720 pixels. Okay, very good. Answer is 80 degrees. Is that you got? Yes, correct. A lot of you got the answer correct.
That was easy.
Very good, correct. Okay. The answer is 80, okay? So let's take a look. In the figure below, ABCD and WXYC are parallelograms. Okay, so you see the parallelograms, there's two of them. One is ABCD. This one, oops, sorry. Let me draw this. ABCD, the one in blue. What the? Come on, technology. Work with me today. I know you're all not happy with me today, but please work with me. Yeah, it's not working, guys. But you get the idea, lah. So that would be your parallelogram. Okay, I'm just gonna roughly, quickly color this up. Okay, straight away, what I think of? I think of the rules, right? The rules are, I have the interior angle rule. I have the is there a Zorro? There's possibly a Zorro, guys. There's a line here. You see that? There's a Z. So that will form a Z, right? So WXYC, on the other hand, the other side is also another parallelogram, the one in red. Yeah. So there you go. Okay, so there's two parallelograms basically. Now remember, we start with the end in mind. So AX and DY are straight lines. That means that we most probably have to use angles on a straight line rule, being 180 degrees. But remember, we start, where is the end? The end is angle XYC. Begin with the end in mind. This is my XYC. So if I want to find that angle, I ask myself, what is the easiest way to solve that part, right? So you can see actually, right, guys? Let me think first. Is this the correct method to do this? XYC. Yeah, okay, can. Yeah, okay, got it. Okay, I thought of it. Okay, so basically, if you look at it, right, guys, you can see that if I want to find this angle, I just need to find this angle, correct? You see this one? Angle WCY. I repeat, angle WCY. Because if I can find that one, or even the one on top also possible, right? If I can find this angle over here, then I can tell you what's the answer already. Can, correct? Can, right? Because why? We have angles between two parallel lines. Remember the U shape. So we can find angle WCY, or we can find angle CWX. Both would work. So let's go for it, okay? Now, what do we know? We know that this angle is 70 degrees, okay? That means that straight away, I know for certain, right? This angle over here on the other side forms the other U shape, right? So we know that that's going to be 110 degrees. Agree? Now, some of you wrote the answer wrongly and you put the answer 110. This is a trapezium. A trapezium, opposite sides, right, do not add up to 100. I mean, not opposite side. The two sides, right, does not add up to a U shape. Because why? It's not parallel. Remember this. So it's not 110. But we know for certain that angle BCD is confirmed 110 degrees. Okay? Right? Now, from there, what we need to do is, if I can find, guess what, guys? I saw a U shape. It's a Zorro, right? You see the yellow color that I'm coloring now? Okay, maybe it's not so obvious. I'm going to use a different color. Okay, I'm going to use maybe blue. You see that? There's a Zorro over there. It's a lot better, right? So, with that in mind, if I know that's 110, that's 30, can I find the armpit of the Zorro, right? We can find, right? I call it the armpit so that you remember. So that would be angle WCD. Okay, angle WCD is equal to what? 180 degrees minus, 110 degrees minus 30 degrees. Okay, that will give me what? 70 degrees. Can? So that means that, okay, I'm going to erase the thing so that you all don't get confused. I know for certain that now this angle is going to be 70 degrees. That one is 110. Huh? So the armpit of Zorro is 70 degrees. Straight away I know for certain, right? This angle is also going to be, wait, the Zorro here is going to be, wait. Yeah, correct. Wait. I made a careless mistake, did I? 9, 10. Yeah, no wonder I made a careless mistake. 80 degrees. Thank you, guys. I think some of you mentioned it, right? No, none of you mentioned it. Yes. Okay, good. You all see that. Okay, good. So it's 80 degrees. My mistake. Sorry. So 80 degrees is over here. So the angle, the other armpit of the Zorro must also be 80 degrees. So for certain, I know angle, the CWX is 80 degrees. So you guys see that? So if this 80 degrees, right? The other side is also 80 degrees. Why? Because we are talking about angles in an opposite angles in a parallelogram. So the answer is 80 degrees. Done. Okay. I know a lot of you have a lot of other ways to do this. There's also another way to do it. No problem. So you can get the answer. Data analysis not now, guys. I think most probably we'll do it next week because not enough time. It's already 6:30 and we're only at question number 10. We've got 5 more questions to go. So as you can see, the questions are getting more and more difficult, right? Slightly more challenging. All right, let's go. Next question. Yeah, I say armpit. Just to remind you all. When I say armpit, right, guys, it's like that, okay? If a Z like that, right? This is Zorro, the armpit is here, guys. These two armpits are equal, right? Remember I told you? Right, this angle is 80 degrees. This also 80 degrees. That's why I remember armpit lah. Remember. Okay, let's go. Next question. Number 11. Alin, I give you an armpit lah, okay? Easier to remember. Okay, so let's go. Question number 11. This one looks slightly more challenging as well. We're getting into the slightly more difficult questions probably. Let's give you 2 minutes. Wow, some of you are getting the answers. Very good. All right, time's up. So I think a lot of you got the answer. Very good. Okay, let me just give me a second. Some of you are asking me what in the world is Zorro. Okay, so how to spell Zorro and what is Zorro? Let me just later share with you. Okay, okay. I'll just give the answer first, then we share that thing. Okay. So the answer to this question is 29 degrees. Okay, very good. Those of you got the answer correct. Good job.
That was easy.
That was easy. Okay, so it's actually not so challenging. I thought it was challenging, but it's not. So the first part is in the figure EFGH is a parallelogram. Okay, so straight away, like I said, if you know it's a parallelogram, there might be some rules that, you know, like the U shape, the Zorro might actually come in. Yeah. So based on that, right, I can see straight away, guys. What can you see? You can see Zorro, right? Our friend Zorro is here. Straight away, I know this is going to be 45 degrees. Now, why do I put that in? Because I know that it's linked to the question that we want, which was angle EHJ. EHJ is the one in red. So if I can find what is this part, let me color for you in yellow. Yellow. Okay, this part. If I can find what is this angle, okay, then I'm set, right? Because why I can do 45 degrees minus the angle. So can I find that angle, right? Now here's the important part. If you don't read the question, you won't be able to see it. You read the question, HJ equals HK, right? So HJ is which one? This one, this line, right? HK is which one? This line. Therefore, this triangle is going to be an isosceles. Can you see that? This triangle is an isosceles triangle, which tells me immediately the angle, what's the one that I want to find? The yellow one right now, JHK. This one, the yellow one. Angle JHK can be found so simply by taking 180 degrees, right? Minus 82 degrees, minus 82 degrees. Now, how you know the other side is also 82? Because it is an isosceles triangle. So confirm it's going to be 82. So that will give me the yellow angle, which is a 16 degrees. So if that is 16 degrees, guys, the other side is 45. The answer would be EHJ will be 45 degrees minus 16 degrees. So the answer would be 29 degrees. That was easy.
That was easy.
Okay, very good. Okay, kan? Simple lah. Okay, so if you want to know who is Zorro, okay, some of you are already wondering, who's Zorro? Who's Zorro? Okay, let me share with you my screen to show you who this Zorro guy is. It's a guy that I watched last time lah. What's that called? The Mask of Zorro, I think. Yeah. Let me just quickly share with you my screen. Let's take a short breather here. New share over here. This is the guy, guys. This one is Zorro. Is he so cool? This guy. He rides. You see, he rides a moto. He rides a horse. Sorry, and he has this fence. You see this fence over here? That's the foil. Sorry, the fencing foil. Then what he will do, right, is basically he will leave a mark whenever he reaches. This is the mark. See the Z? He will draw it like, right, with his fence, with his foil. Then what will happen is he will either leave this mark, right? He will leave this mark on the chest of the villain, or he will leave the mark somewhere on the wall. Very, very interesting. It's just cool, lah. It's just cool. Yeah, he rides this black horse. He's wearing everything black. Yeah, he's like the Batman before Batman was around. He's the very what's the word? Low tech Batman. Okay. Yeah, I think y'all find it lame. He's very old already. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Number 12. It was a cartoon. It was also a actual show. So, yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. Okay, number 12. Let's move on, guys. We've got about 4 more questions. 4 more questions. Let's give you this question. Interesting looking thingy over here. I think you all can do it lah. Quite easy. Let's give you 1 minute. Okay, let's challenge you a bit. 1 minute. Can you do it in 1? Yes, it's a bit like Puss in Boots, but I guess that was inspired by it. Yeah, it's called alternate angles, okay, but I call it the Zorro angle. Okay, I see some of you already got answer so fast. Wow, power, guys. Find angle Y. Where's angle Y? This one. You cannot see. It's a bit small. Oops, sorry. Okay. I think some of you cannot see because the angle looks a bit strange. There you go. Okay, angle Y. Can you see that? This angle. Okay, I better send this so-called mistakes to my coach to go and adjust. Okay, that one, please send it out. Okay, while you're waiting, right, guys, can you do me a favor? Please like, please share this video. You know what I'm gonna do already, right? Like and share, L and S. When you share, like and share, you have a sharer badge at the top of your name. It's quite cool, actually. Okay, okay. Thank you. Let's go. Question number 12. The answer. What is the answer, guys? Let's take a look. Yes, very good. The answer is 13 degrees. 13 degrees. Good job to all of you.
That was easy.
Yeah, some of you are wondering, yeah, I'm trying to become like the next Zorro. That's why I grew a beard. No, I'm kidding. He doesn't have a beard, right? Yeah. The answer is 13. 13. Thank you for sharing, everybody. Thank you very much. Okay, I really appreciate it. Okay, so let's go through now. JKL and KNO are straight lines. Straight away, what is the clue? The clue is that you most probably have to draw a straight line. Have to use the straight line rule, 180 degrees. Okay, so JKL, not just kidding lah. JKL, just kidding lah. Get the joke not? Yeah, lame. Okay, so anyway, that's a straight line. Okay, doesn't seem to be. We might not be using that. Okay, we also know K and O is a straight line, so that is this one. This one most probably I can use the straight line rule. Okay, all maybe not, I don't know. Okay, so then we also have KLMN is a parallelogram. So KLMN is this whole thing here. Let me color it in yellow. Okay, so this one, this highlighted part. Okay, now when I look at this, right, guys, I'm asking myself, hey, how can I find the answer as usual, right? How can I find the answer easily? Now, based on this, excuse me. Sorry, give me a second. Okay, based on this, right, I can tell straight away that if that's a parallelogram, there is a line that goes through it. So straight away, what do you think of? You think of our dear friend, the mask of Zorro. Now this looks like a scary guy. Ha 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 ha. Kidding. Look for the Z, right? Right? So there's a Zorro over there. If that's 54 degrees over there, what happens? The other side must also be 54 degrees. This part must be 54 degrees. Okay, clear? Simple, right? Okay. Then the other side that you know of is let me see. Is that gonna be 78 degrees? Yes. The other side, that means we got double Zorro here. You see the one in purple, I'm gonna color. Okay, I'm gonna highlight now in blue. There's a double Zorro here actually. Ta-da, right? So that's 78 degrees also, right? So here also must be 78 degrees. Can you see that, guys? Okay, can. So that's so far we got 54, we got 78. You want to find angle Y. Now, do you notice? Okay, I'm gonna erase some lines here. Do you notice? I erase all these lines. Watch. I actually get a triangle. I'm gonna use a highlighter with green color now. You see this part? This is a triangle. Do you see that? Right. So with that in mind, okay, I can straight away find the answer. What angle Y is what? It's three angles: 180 minus 35 minus 78 minus 54. This is something new, right? Because most of the time we just minus two angles, get the other one. But now we got part of the triangle, part of the angle. So the first step just now, okay, I forgot what I wrote down just now. The first step was KLM, right? Angle KLM is 78 degrees. No, I don't find that one. I find the other one first. Angle LNK. I found this one first, right? It's 54 degrees, right? Because of the Zorro rule. Both are Zorro rule, alternate angle rule. So based on that, I know angle Y is going to be based on the angle of a triangle, right? Being 180 degrees. 180 degrees minus 35 degrees minus 78 degrees minus 54 degrees in one step. I can get the answer of 13 degrees. Okay, yeah, I know it's a bit confusing. That's why I had to erase some of the colors. Okay, so you see the green color, that one is a triangle. Yeah. Okay, very good. You can't see the Zorro. You can't see the Zorro. Some people are saying you cannot see the Zorro. Okay, watch. Okay, I do one more time. Okay, because some of you a bit confused. Okay, I erase all the colors first. Okay, first Zorro. Okay, I'm gonna use the first Zorro is gonna be in blue. Okay, watch. See that? That's the first Zorro. So straight away I know that this angle in between the armpit of the Zorro is 54 degrees. Can? Right? Okay, now I erase that part so that you don't get confused. I'm going to use a different color now. I'm going to use red, for example, for clarity purposes. The other Zorro is on the other side. He has that sound when he does it, by the way. So that's why I'm doing the sound. Just in case you're wondering why am I doing that sound. So that would be 78 degrees over here, like the armpit here. The other armpit must also be 78 degrees. Okay, you got it? So this is how I found the answer over there, right? So there you go. All right, so that's how I got the two angles. Then from there, I look out, like I take a big step behind and I see can you see the triangle over there? 1, 2, 3, right? So the whole triangle, there are three angles at 35 degrees over here. One, I'm gonna use a different color, okay? So because some of you are saying that you cannot see it. So 1, 2, and 3, right? So I take 180 degrees minus 35 minus 78 minus 54, I will get angle Y. Okay, cool. Can? Very good. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 13. Okay, I think we are almost there. We are almost there. Let me just play one air horn for you. Question number 13. Let's get it going. Let's start, guys. 1 minute. Oh, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Sorry. All right, time's up. Let me see what the answer. I've banned one person for posting a photo. That's what you do, guys. When you see someone doing something that I said not to do, you report. You click on the button on their name, then you click report. Okay? No, on the comment. On the comment, sorry. Okay, so this one got a lot of different answers. One, very strange. A lot of you got different answers. Strange. Guys, please stop talking about irrelevant stuff or else I'm gonna start banning people. Okay, so you see got a lot of different answers. Someone, okay, Jaira don't know also. Okay, this one is interesting. I give you 1 more minute. Can you please try to figure it out, guys? Angle E and angle F. There's two angles. Can you tell me what's the answer? Which is angle E, which is angle F? Or else I don't know which angle is which. I don't give out the worksheet, so you can just actually just draw the thing and then just try it on your own paper, guys. Okay. Okay. I think some of you are very lost. Okay, so I guess whenever it comes to questions like this, you know what we do? We go. Yeah. Why we do that? Because, it's a question that will kill us. It's a coffin dance song. Okay, so how do we do this question? Okay, let's take a look. Okay, in the figure below, PQRS is a trapezium. PS, okay, trapezium, straight away you know what? Trapezium, you know that there are going to be two, what? Parallel lines, yeah? Two parallel lines. And if there's two parallel lines, where are the two parallel lines? The first one would be, no, it'll be one set of parallel lines, but two parallel lines. One will be here. Wait, alamak. Use the wrong one. Just give me a second. Let me erase this one first. The first one is over here, like this. Technology, what's going on with you? There you go. Okay, so that's one set of parallel lines, right? Now, why do we need this? Why do we use this? Is because we know for certain that there's going to be a U shape, right? And where's that U shape? I'm going to color for you now. There, that's the U shape. Okay. Now, this is what I talked to you about just now. I said corresponding angles is actually not in your syllabus, but I can see straight away a corresponding angle. Now, what's the corresponding angle? It just means that if you see a line like this, watch, and you see two parallel lines, it's like the F shape, right? The F, letter F. If here's 76 degrees, right, guys? The other one that looks the same is over here, right? So that will also be 76 degrees, okay? But of course, if let's say you're confused by this, just remember, it's just the same shape. But if you're confused by it, it's okay, no harm, right? All we can do is, we can also do the other way around. We can use the U shape. If this is my U shape, right, guys, we can do 180 minus 76 to find this angle, which will give you 104 degrees. Then using the rule of angle between two parallel lines being 180, the other side will be 180 minus 104, which will be 76 degrees. So you see, guys, it's the same angle. Both will give you 76 degrees. Okay, just to let you know that. Okay, Ken, simple. Now, the other thing that I see straight away is you all should be very, very trained by now to see that if it's a parallelogram, I can still can't see that after years of teaching this, is that it's a Zorro. You see that, right? So the method that I can see in my head now is if only, and I think I can do it, if only I can find angle PUV, this part, right? I can find out what's angle E, right? And how do I find angle E? I take 180 degrees minus that angle PUV. So how do I find PUV? Can you see it not? Can see already. I can see already. Can you see that? See, it's a Zorro, right? Remember the Zorro over there? So if I can find, hold on, this is 104. The other side must also be 104. Agree? Right? So that means that, okay, step one. I better write this down, or else I'll forget. PVR is 104 degrees. Okay? That means that UVR is going to be this angle over here, 104 minus 10. That will give me what? 94 degrees. If that's 94 degrees, using our alternate angle rule or our Zorro rule, what happens? Ta-da! See the armpit over there? It's the same, right? So this side must also be 94 degrees. Agree? Or also, alternatively, you can just use triangle lah. Okay, 180 minus 10 minus 76 will also give you 94 degrees. There's many ways to do it, right? So once you know that, very simple, guys. What's the answer for angle E? Angle E would be 180 degrees minus 94 degrees. That will give me 86 degrees. Am I correct? My math? Yes, correct. Okay, so the answer for angle E is 86 degrees. Any of you got the answer correct? Let me check first. Alamak, I cannot see my screen anymore. Ayoyo. Okay, but basically, yes. The answer would be 86 degrees. Any of you got the answer? Let me take a look. Let me take a look. Let me take a look. Yes. Okay, very good. So some of you got the answer, 86 degrees.
Yes, correct.
Okay, cool. So, if those of you got correct, good job.
That was easy.
Okay, how about angle F? Angle F is this angle over here. Wait, is this angle over here. Now, they said that it's a trapezium, right? Okay, so that parallel lines, will it still work? Will it still work? It will still work only for the U shape over here, right? This one like that. Okay. So, but there's also a Zorro, guys. Yeah, there's a Zorro there. Can you see that or not? There's a Zorro over here. I'm going to erase this color, blue color, so they can see. The Zorro is over here. 1, 2, 3, right? Now, since we know that's 104, we can also find out what is this. So let's start with that. I'm going to write in red, so that you know the angle F working is in red. So angle QVR is what? 180 degrees minus 104, right? That will give me 94 degrees. Alternatively, you can think of it as the what? It's a corresponding angle. Here's 94, the other side is also 94 degrees. Okay, can? Okay. So that's the, not 94, sorry, 76. I saw wrongly. Well, luckily I saw that. That's 76, sorry. This part is 76. So that's 76 degrees, okay? Now, the other side of it, do I know? If only I can find this angle, let me erase this. If only I can find this part, the angle VQR, then I can find angle F. Let me see. Can I find angle VQR? Actually, cannot. Wait, hold on. Let me put this in for 76 degrees. That's a U shape, right? There's a U shape over there. Okay, there's a U shape over here, guys. Take a look. Alamak, wrong one. There's a U shape over here. Correct? So if I can find that angle VQR, it will solve my problem because I can take that angle minus that. Alamak, how do I see this? Let me take a look, closer look. Angle F, hold on. Is there an easier way to do this now? Oh, wait a minute. If I see that, no, cannot also. Alamak. VR equals QR. VR equals QR. Okay, very good. Oh man, I fell from, I didn't read the question. My goodness, thank you so much. Who was it who said VR equals to QR? Fazlina Jupri. Oh, okay, thank you so much. VR equals QR. So that will help me a lot. Thank you. Okay, so VR equals QR. That's VR. That's QR. Yeah, I missed it. Dish. Okay, so if that's 76, the other side must also be 76 degrees. So angle F would be 180 minus 76 minus 76 equals to 8 degrees. Is that the answer? Do you all get 8 degrees, guys? Wait. Did I press something wrongly? 180 minus 76 minus 76. Yeah, my mistake. I made a mistake in my calculation. 28 degrees, sorry. Okay, good. Thank you, guys. That's the answer, 28 degrees. Wow, I faltered in that question. Okay, the answer is 28 degrees. Good job to all of you who got the answer. Good job.
That was easy. It's over 9,000.
If you can stop me, that means it's an over 9,000 question. Okay, we've got last two questions. Stay with me, everybody. Stay with me. Let's move on to the next last two questions. Number 14 and number 15 are the very common PSLE questions. If you know this, right, actually, if you're very familiar with this, it will be very easy for you. Okay, I won't give you the trick first. Let's try question number 14. Let's give you about 1 minute. Let's see if anyone got the answer. Okay, I see some answers. Correct. Very good. Very good. Okay, so correct. A lot of you got answer. Good job, guys. Awesome. Awesome. The answer is 78 degrees.
That was easy.
Good job. Okay, so how do we find this? Now, importantly, right, that you must know that this is a rhombus. Now, if it's a rhombus, right, guys, if it's a rhombus, what happens is you must remember the important rule. And the important rule is that when you cut it across a diagonal like that, what happens? You have a isosceles. And not only isosceles, it will be two isosceles triangles. That's the first thing that you must remember. Okay. Now, with that in mind, now what happened is that they told you that the piece of paper was folded along the dotted line, right? Now, if it's folded along the dotted line, what will happen? Imagine I fold it up, right? This is the second rule that you must remember. When you fold it up, this line, let me draw for you. Let me color for you. This part that is, alamak, this is not very good. I'm gonna use a color. Okay, this part that is now dotted, right? That is folded. Do you realize that it's a mirror image of this line, of this triangle, the one in blue now that we're gonna color? It's a mirror image. Do you realize that, guys? Right? It's a mirror image. That means, right, the angle x is that angle x over here. This part must also be angle x. There's two parts to angle x, right? So the method to this, if I can find that one, I can find that 2x, right? That'll be very easy for me already, okay? So step one, let's find the angle here first. 180 minus 76 degrees divide by 2. Okay, that means we know that each side of this is going to be 52 degrees for sure. Now, so that I can know, I'll put this 52 degrees inside here as well. This must also be 52 degrees. The other side here must also be 76 degrees. Now, notice something. The part that have been folded, I have here, this small one on the left-hand side here is 76 degrees. Let me put the X over here so that you know. Okay, 76 degrees, right? So, if that is 76, the other side on top here, right, what is the angle? Now, be careful. This one is not 52. Okay, let me color for you in red, so that, in yellow, so in red. This part over here is not 52 because why? When you look at it, the whole thing from here to here is 52, right? Can you see that? This is 52, this is 52. So this part is 52 degrees. But when it's folded into half, it's going to be half of that. So we do 52 divide by 2. That will give me 26 degrees. So that means the red angle here is 26 degrees. So what's angle x? Now, for angle x, we just have to focus on the triangle in red. Okay, I'm going to erase everything else, okay? So erase everything else. Now you see, this part is 76, the bottom here, right? This part is 26, right? So what's angle x? Based on the rule of a triangle, it will just be 180 degrees minus 26 degrees minus 76 degrees equals to 78 degrees. Done. All right. Awesome.
That was easy.
Okay, and we move on to the final question. I know it's a bit late already. It's almost 7. But let's finish up one last one. It's a very similar question to the one before. Please finish up and then we shall call it a day. Yeah, your class do this question very often because why? It's a very important one that keeps coming out for the PSLE. Okay, so please finish out the last question, guys, and then we are done. Let's give you 1 minute. Can you solve it? All right, time's up. You all get the answer, guys? Let me check. 58, 83, 50. Wow, you all got so many. Okay, let's check. So the answer is 58 degrees. Awesome.
That was easy.
Good job. Okay. Now I'm gonna finish up very quickly, very fast on this one. Okay, so the idea is very simple. If we fold, the angle will be the same, right? So now this one, right? In this case, they never show you, but if you can actually redraw the bottom one below, like that, right? Roughly lah. I'm gonna draw it a bit. It's gonna look a bit like this. Okay, of course, it's not so accurate, but the idea is, if you redraw, you can see the previous previous image, right? Now, if this is angle X, they said this is the shape of a parallelogram. The opposite side must also be angle X. So I'm going to color this one on the opposite side. You'll get it. This will be angle X. Now, that will help me a lot, because if I can just find this angle, guys, over here, I can find the answer to angle X by taking 180 degrees minus 36 minus the angle. Now, remember, when you folded, this angle was 47 degrees on the left. Take a look at on the left image. It's 47, right? That means this must be 47, right, after folding. And also remember that this paper on top here has been folded. Therefore, the top angle here must also be 47 degrees. So we know for certain now that this angle is going to be 180 degrees minus 47 degrees minus 47 degrees, giving me the answer of 86 degrees. And so the last step is to take 180 degrees minus of 36 degrees, because why? This triangle in red is a triangle, therefore it's 180 degrees. Then you minus off the 86 degrees that you see at the bottom right hand corner, and that will give you the answer of 58 degrees. Awesome. If you got the answer correct, good job.
That was easy.
Okay, very good. So I saw a lot of you have actually, reported a lot of people. Okay, I have no time to go and cancel out the things over there. So those of you who basically broke the rules, I will ban you for the next one. Okay, so make sure that you do not do that. Okay, guys, thank you very much. We shall end here. I hope that you have mastered the geometry now. It's a lot easier, I hope, and I've gone through all the questions that are, what's it called, that normally comes up for the PSLE, especially the last two ones, right? So thank you very much, everybody. Have a good one. I'm going to see you in about 2 weeks' time, because remember, next week is National Day. There is no paper, there's no workshop, there is no class, okay? Take care, guys. Have a good one. Take care, everybody. I will see you.